so many of us have been caught in a disaster in one way or another, and very sadly and unfortunately, climate change is making these kinds of disasters worse, more frequent, and with a lot more intensity. And so, just a few years ago, we had these devastating floods in the Midwest. We've been hit in New York with Hurricane Sandy. We had Harvey here in Houston, and now we have fires in California, freezes. It is sad, but this is part of our new normal as a country. And we're going to have to really get really good at responding to these disasters swiftly and effectively, and also making the infrastructure investments necessary to prevent these kind of catastrophic chain impacts from happening again. And frankly, that is what the Green New Deal is all about. It's about really putting people to work, creating 20 million jobs in this country so that we can invest in infrastructure. And by the way, make sure that low income and communities of color and white working class communities aren't left behind. Because if we don't make these kinds of investments, then the wealthy, the privileged, and the powerful get to keep their lights on, and everybody else has to go weeks, days, or in the case of Hurricane Maria, months or even a year without power. And so this is about equity. This is about acknowledging the reality of climate change. This is about protecting people, and this is about creating prosperity in the first place. And so we have to really, all of us, that is why what's happening in Texas is important to our whole country, because it's a freeze here this week. It could be a freeze in California next week. It could be, another tropical storm or hurricane in New York in a couple of months. This is about all of us and how we're going to collectively answer climate change.